What if I told you your IQ is not fixed? Not at 18, not at 25, not even at 50. For decades, we were told intelligence is genetic, something you're born with, something you can't change. But the smartest people in history tell a different story. Albert Einstein was considered slow as a child. His teachers thought he lacked intelligence. Charles Darwin was an average student who hated memorization. Thomas Edison was expelled from school, labeled unteachable. Yet these people reshaped how humanity thinks. So what changed? Not their genes, not their schools. Their habits changed how their brains worked. Today, I'll show you the habits that research shows can increase intelligence, and how the greatest minds in history used them long before neuroscience could explain why. Habit 1. Deep thinking without input. Most people believe intelligence grows by consuming more videos, more podcasts, more information, but neuroscience shows the opposite. Your brain becomes smarter when it is forced to think without input. This activates something called the default mode network, the system responsible for abstract thinking, insight, long-term reasoning, creativity. Einstein famously performed thought experiments. He didn't always calculate, he imagined. What happens if I chase a beam of light? What happens if gravity bends space? He would walk alone for hours. No books, no notes, just pure thinking. Modern studies show that people who regularly engage in undistracted thinking score higher in problem-solving, strategic reasoning, and creative intelligence. Smart habit: daily thinking walks. No phone, no music, no input. At first it feels boring, then uncomfortable, then insightful. That discomfort? That's intelligence growing. Habit 2. Struggle before help. Highly intelligent people don't rush to answers. They delay help. Psychologists call this productive struggle. Your brain strengthens when it tries, fails, adjusts, and retries. Benjamin Franklin trained himself this way. He would read an essay, put it away, then try to rewrite it from memory. Only after struggling would he compare it to the original. This forced his brain to retrieve, reorganize, refine. Modern brain imaging shows that struggle activates deeper neural pathways than passive explanation ever does. This is why instant solutions feel productive but vanish from memory. Smart habit: before asking for help, write your best answer, even if it's wrong. Struggle is not a sign of low intelligence, it's the mechanism that builds it. Habit 3. Writing to think, not to record. Most people write to store information. Smart people write to clarify thinking. Leonardo da Vinci didn't write essays. He wrote questions, diagrams, fragments, contradictions. His notebooks weren't organized. They were alive. Writing forces your brain to slow down, detect gaps, make vague ideas precise. Research from Princeton and UCLA shows writing by hand improves conceptual understanding far more than typing or reading, because writing is thinking made visible. Smart habit: a daily thinking journal. Not, what did I do today? But, what do I actually understand? What confused me? What idea feels unfinished? Intelligence grows where thoughts are examined, not collected. Habit 4. Building mental models. High IQ individuals don't just know facts, they understand systems. Charlie Munger called this a latticework of mental models. Physics teaches cause and effect. Biology teaches adaptation. Psychology teaches bias. Economics teaches incentives. When your brain learns across domains, it becomes flexible. This is called transfer intelligence, the ability to apply ideas in new contexts. That's why polymaths dominated history. Aristotle, Leonardo da Vinci, Goethe. Modern research confirms cross-domain learners show higher fluid intelligence, the ability to reason in novel situations. Smart habit: every week, learn one concept outside your field. Not deeply, conceptually. Your brain becomes smarter when ideas start connecting. Habit 5. Deliberate memory training. Memory isn't separate from intelligence. It's foundational. Nikola Tesla could visualize entire machines, rotate them mentally, and test them in his mind. Ancient scholars trained memory deliberately because they understood. A sharper memory creates faster reasoning. Techniques like active recall, spaced repetition, visualization don't just store information, they reorganize neural networks. MRI studies show memory-trained individuals develop denser and more efficient brain connections. Smart habit: recall before review. Explain ideas without notes. Teach what you learned. Memory is not talent, it's a trainable skill. Habit 6. Protecting cognitive energy. Smart people don't think all day. They think when their brain is strongest. Charles Darwin worked only 4 to 5 focused hours per day. The rest was walking, resting, reflecting. Chronic stress, sleep deprivation, and constant stimulation damage executive function, one of the core components of IQ. Your brain doesn't upgrade during hustle, it upgrades during recovery. Smart habit: sleep deeply, move daily, get sunlight, allow boredom. Boredom is not weakness, it's cognitive recovery. Closing: intelligence is a system. Here's the truth: IQ doesn't increase through hacks, it increases through habits. The smartest people in history didn't chase intelligence, they built systems that allowed intelligence to grow. If you want to think clearer, learn faster, and build a stronger mind, start with habits, not information. If this video changed how you think about intelligence, share it with someone who still believes IQ is fixed, and subscribe for more science-based thinking, learning, and mental growth.